And welcome back, everyone. So we are still in the mines and trying to work our way back to the capital in order to assassinate Luis. And I'm pretty sure that will be a lot more complicated than it sounds. And what have we here? That's freaking huge. Okay, a fairy talking about not having seen something from Legend is very funny to me. I am not fighting that thing. Hey, Suzucat, how you doing? A happy Saturday to you too.
Let's go.
Alright, so they're basically shoving us into a stealth section so we don't get murdered by a dragon. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm not fighting Trogdor over there. Broken igniter. Well. Pretty good, honestly. After nearly 5 months, I finally got my refund from the IRS, with interest, even. And that's part of why I was able to afford Metaphor. But I've also got a new desk coming in Wednesday. Instead of being a projection table from the 40s, it's going to be an actual desk that I can stretch my legs out under. And it is going to be about 6 feet wide, so I can do things like put a light on the desk and not look like a weird shadowy guy all the time. You wasted no time, did you, sir? So yeah, it's I am very hyped about the desk. I'm less hyped about the part where I'll have to put it together, but, you know, that's going to come with the territory. Oh, God, a light at the end of the sun. Yeah, it's going to be the dragon, isn't it?
Look.
Oh. This is right out of Dragon Quest XI. Like, oh, dear. Oh, wait, I actually have to dodge things. Oh, I didn't know this was... Yeah, I do at least want to... I do at least want to be somewhat visible, but at least I'll be able to have the background not quite as lit up. Because right now I just have the overhead light on.
Made it out. And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent.
I guess when I have the overhead light off, I look like kind of like the guy in XCOM who's giving out the orders and stuff.
We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public
What is it? The council representative?
With all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral, we'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Of course, now I'm going to be bothered about how much loot I probably left behind there, but...
This is so cozy. I feel alive again.
Certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army... Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Look, they had him stab a helpless old man in the cold
We all
open.
trust each other now.
You can't really put anything past him.
We can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But
yeah.
it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magma folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way!
Oh, hey, it's those assassins that we didn't get in Dark Souls 2.
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Oh. So now we see how the prince got his curse.
Stop! They dare harm him.
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful, complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could weaken. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Even than you are now.
I mean,
Shorter besides.
the assailant was wearing a mask, so, I mean,
And now,
Luis is a dirtbag and he's got to go.
spilling
Granted.
blood of
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one who laid the curse on the prince.
Not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
Indeed. What now?
Oh, okay, so this is just background stuff. I will leave that alone for now. Oh, you know, in retrospect, I should probably talk to the other characters in the party to develop their bonds. Assuming that's what would happen. Oh, we're back in academia.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power, just as you do. That is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I
Fair
mentioned
point.
Before, did I not? There is no hero without allies. Only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Good.
This place here.
Let's go.
Great.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to seek with them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort, sitting there in a cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now. Stay sharp.
Oh, it's that, I've seen her a couple times now, I think.
Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. It is a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed.
See, the style of these buildings is kind of interesting. Because the larger ones, I don't think you could make anything quite like that with medieval construction techniques. I could be wrong, but just the look of them
After tomorrow, the city will
seems almost 20th century.
once the formality of the funeral is past.
Then again, everything about this world feels just weird and off in various
I
places.
suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains.
Thanks for the reminder game.
Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Ukrainia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine Baldwin's the worst we need to worry about.
Maybe it's just because my brain is broken, but I cannot hear the word aristocrats without thinking of the movie and the filthiest joke in the world.
The hushed honeybee inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
That's terribly unfair.
Stop! What do you think you're playing at?
No, really, what the hell is that thing? Huh.
give it toss who's king. I just want some coin.
Got it.
Do you need something?
Narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows. Okay. Oh, hey, there's a gallows. We watched a guy die there in a very early scene.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
What is it?
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
Yeah, see, that brickwork looks a little more modern. A little more modern than I might expect, I guess. I don't know. Like the fact that the pretty much fantasy RPG. Basically the king is dead at the hand of the fellow Luis, and we are on our way to murder him because seriously, fuck that guy. And is this? Yeah, this is the place we're trying to get to.
Got it.
You're back.
But there are definitely things that are not clear.
Well, hello.
The main character is toting around a book that
These
depicts a world that's basically like ours, which is a little odd.
just enlisted.
And a bunch of the eldritch horrors that we've been fighting have been called humans.
I'm Fabia. This is
And I have no idea why.
business and my home.
So, there's a lot to uncover.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Mainly any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but
Yeah,
after Maria,
they kind of throw you in the deep end. It's like, there's all these things that people say that are supposed to have some kind of significance, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening. But then we're about 3.5 hours in so far.
once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
This is a guy who thinks paprika makes things too spicy.
One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan?
Especially since we're like
Fill us in.
not even the double digits on levels.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's
What?
risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, alright? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
This sounds like a terrible plan.
Stop fussing. Leave it to me. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
Got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
Look at that.
Betting this will be a social link kind of thing.
Did you need something?
Nothing in particular.
You're here for no reason. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Want to read it together?
Really? But I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
I actually don't have a handle on all of the
You did a very good job.
races and or species in here so far. The main character seems to be an Elda, whatever that means, and has a case of heterochromia.
Are all books like this?
There seem to be some cat people running around,
How to read a little. She said it helps with keeping
and a bunch of people with horns, and some big-eared weirdos.
Do you help out every day?
It's lots and lots of work, but it's fun too. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him. I'm good at waiting.
Are you sure you're doing all right?
Yes, Papa's always like this when he comes home, but I'm happy he's here. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's another archetype we can learn. I probably don't have the currency for it right now. I'm not sure who I would assign to it.
I wonder if Papa
Assign
will
it
stay
to
for
right
good
now,
this
but
time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabi and go to bed. Alright. I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting. And everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends, is all.
Okay.
We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here. Don't worry.
What's she going to be doing?
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book, alright?
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
I wonder if it wouldn't, I wonder if I should set up some kind of, trigger you can hit that'll give you a link to, like, a plot summary. It's like, here's the story so far, if you're just dropping in on this.
I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best.
I mean, granted, I couldn't update it midstream, but
Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
having some context for a long-winded RPG might be helpful. I'm gonna think about that. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, it was right bumper for the map. Okay, so yeah, there's a whole section up over that way. And that's right on our way to the other thing.
That reminds me.
What is it? Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's an entrance to Academia. Yep, there's more.
It's time.
What now?
Oh yeah, I've only got 490, so I'm probably not going to be able to unlock healer. Like, I'm going to be... I think it's going to be 500. Now, let's pop our head into Academia.
So, you've acquired a new archetype. Well then,
What?
all right. That means...
Oh, right. The strange novel we're carrying around with was written by this fellow. And it was given to the main character by the prince, who got cursed in an earlier cutscene.
This one's important.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. But for that... this research...
Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. So that's potentially very cool. If we can start moving skills around between archetypes, that additional bit of customization could really give us an edge.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Okay, so here... Oh, I need 1,000 for healer? Well, that's not happening today.
All right.
Well, that's not happening. Okay, well, we have options, which is always good.
I see it.
I gotta say, the music in Academia is kind of overwhelming. I think I prefer the Velvet Room's quiet tones a little more than that.
It's time.
Hold on.
What now?
Oh, I've only got 700 gold. Or actually, is it even called gold?
What now?
Oh, it's just money.
Hey, mister.
You've come at a good time. Don't miss your chance to sell now.
Isn't that...
I mean, good to know, but I'm not really... I don't have enough of anything to really do anything along those lines right now. Oh, hey, look, the weapon shop has an obvious sign right on top, and I walked right by it.
Hello there.
Now then.
So holy water. They said I can bless some of my gear at churches, and that's supposed to have some kind of effect that they really did not go into. Looks like an average tavern.
You keep away from me.
See?
All right then.
How fun. Yeah, amazing.
Simply amazing.
Got it?
Let's do the thing. See how this pans out. Yeah. Looks like it's cutscene o'clock.
Lots of lords and nobles. and generals too. All the big names are here.
Can you see Grius?
I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Look there!
What is this?
There's the twink.
Isn't that a flower straight from the king's garden? And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty. You barbarian!
Your fool of a king is dead. Disillusioned by vain aristocrats and simpering clergy, he withered and died under his own weakness.
The audacity!
How can he say that?
This is madness! At the king's own funeral!
Lord Louis speaks true! The nobles are to blame!
Names are guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth, the truth of reality. You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse. They are no mere rumor. They lurk and nest across the very land you call home.
That thing is huge. I'm glad it's dead.
The fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Hugo? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Squeerburn be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia.
Hey, what do we...
What distraction is really going to help here? What?
It can't be. The palace!
Could this be the king's own magic?
I am Hypnodius the
His Majesty?
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
What?
Did he just say Hypnodius the Fifth? That face? It can't be. His Majesty? The king? How?
He was dead? Why?
Be silent! Let him say his piece.
Heed me, O kingless. Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world. In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry? Truly.
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts, shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
What's happening?
I hear thy voices ring out in clarion truth. Here and now witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Forden.
Count Louise! Count Louise is there too! They're all candidates.
Ha! What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by right and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn his majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test them? Good people, is Forden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or trial. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace. Together, peace is within our grasp.
When my village burned, the church did nothing.
There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds, will we too be protected?
Don't be fooled! He's not the man you think he is!
Hey, look! Count Louise, he's catching up to Forden.
Can that giant thing really see what we're thinking?
Louis, you've led the people's hearts astray.
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand at my side, who oppose the powers that be, my protection is yours. Or refuse my hand and perish. I will lead us over your corpses.
You mean, just as you killed the king?
Okay.
Victory is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile!
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Louis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it!
Hey, who are you?
Silence him!
A Kingslayer deserves only death! A riot! Hey!
Yes, good! You need to go too.
Where's Grius?
Okay. This has been a lot. Oh dear.
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's gone. Rather poetic, that's all. See how he has rewarded your loyalty.
Oh.
I warned you. This is the price of defiance. Though I hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side. So be it. Rally behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing.
Count Louis is our only
What
hope!
choice do we have? He'll kill any against him.
Not much of a choice.
Upon the day of the hero, whosoever has most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or trial. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
Grace! Grace!
He's done for. No way around that.
Louise!
Pulses.
The sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Luis's king.
Stand down!
Damned meddlers. So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Luis's glory! Ah!
No! He defiles the dead!
Ah, but Lord Luis has sent me here on an important errand.
What errand?
It seems I'll need considerable time to accumulate the Magla. Until it's done, however, I'm afraid I'll have to borrow the cathedral. The day the king's mourning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Stand strong! The souls of the dead do not return. He manipulates them as puppets with foul magic.
Brace yourselves, everyone.
Okay. That was a lot all in one go.
What is this? What the hell is this?
Stroll, get a hold of yourself. We've got company.
What am I supposed to do?
Shit, 5 of them? That's...
Calm. Damn it, I can't focus.
Oh, that's bad.
Sorry about that. I'll be alright.
Here they come.
Do I have anything that addresses that?
Stroll's anxiety is spiking. Keep the enemies off him.
Cool. I have nothing that helps with that.
Do I need to use it?
Warrior! The blade's edge!
I can't. It's over!
Hit their weak point.
Oh, and he's... Oh, he has his staff does bludgeoning damage. Okay, that helps a great deal, actually.
I'll cut through!
Stroll's injured, and they're targeting him. Done. Not like they could get you with that.
Shot!
Let's stay calm.
Warrior! Hat!
I can't afford to hold back. It's over!
Hit their weak point.
I will
Keep it
fight
up,
with
Stroll.
pride. By this power, I'll cut through! A tough one.
Yeesh. Okay, so we'll let him go ahead and do a quick melee attack,
It's okay.
since that'll only suck up a half turn. And let's heal him up a little bit.
I shall fight as the noble I am. It's over!
And a quick bonking.
Let's stay calm.
Warrior! The blade's edge!
One shot!
Hit their weak point.
With
Keep it
sword
up,
in hand,
Stroll.
I cut a path. Charging in.
I can't afford to hold back. It's over!
With sword in hand, I could have.
Okay, that was a nasty surprise. And I'm going to go ahead and take a short break. The intermission will be accompanied by 3 minutes of ads in order to prevent... Thanks. The intermission will be accompanied by 3 minutes of ads in order to prevent pre-rolls. Please stand by. We won't be long. And there we go.